So the nation wants to know, will there be any accountability? Will heads roll? Will there be some action? Sumit Jain, co-founder of Unacademy, continues to stay with us. And also good to have Dr. Karan Juneja, the national co-convener of the IMA Junior Doctors Network. Also, Karan, I'll begin by asking you what happens from here on. And, you know, are you happy with what has happened so far in the Supreme Court and what you've heard from the government?
Ma'am, but I believe that this justice has been not done complete. It is incomplete justice. The Supreme Court has only taken into perspective of the grace marks. The issue of around 7 students coming from one center, and it's the government's own report. The report of the FIR filed at Patna,
yes,
which has this thing into account and paper was leaked. There is a non-cooperation from NT on that issue, which has also been reported in the FIR. Ma'am, as well as if we see that the students, there are a lot of students who have just merely passed in their 12th examinations, and they are scoring so high marks in a competitive exam.
Karan, what do you allege here? Do you allege that there is a scam? Do you allege that there has been a paper leak? Do you allege that perhaps, you know, there are bigger hands involved here?
Ma'am, I'm not alleging, but it's actually government's own report. It's an FIR report which in itself says in Patna that yes, there was a paper leak. Ma'am, if there was a paper leak, they were asking NTA to cooperate regarding it. There was not cooperation was not happening from NTA on that perspective.
Okay, you say cooperation is not happening. Sumit, what is then the way ahead? Because the students are adamant, they are saying we want justice, we are sitting on the streets. The government says that there is no paper leak. Then what is the way ahead?
The first foremost important thing is we need to do a fully independent and thorough investigation on this matter. That is something which has not been done so far, and there should be CBI, there should be Supreme Court getting involved, because it is very, very important that students should be given justice. If there any student who is going to become a doctor who is not deserving, it's not right. If any student who deserves to be a doctor and does not become, it's also not right. And this is definitely the case here, because as I was saying that if you get 650 marks in Neet this year, you are not assured of a government seat, which means there's such a 400% inflation, which is never heard of. 67 people getting Air 1, never heard of. Not even Neet, any exam whatsoever. So there has been problem. I don't want to jump on.
Karan, I have run out of time. I'll give you 30 seconds just to tell me what is your advice to students and your appeal to the government now. 30 seconds.
I think to the students, they must continue studying for the exam, and to the government, they have the numbers and mail IDs of all the students. They can do a free and fair survey, what the students want. And what is justified, the justice must prevail, ma'am, and it must be for everyone. Because it's a noble profession and the best of the best must come out. And there must be principle of equality which must prevail, ma'am, for everyone.
Absolutely. And like the Supreme Court said, the sanctity of the exam and the agency is something that needs to be restored. I thank both Sumit and Dr. Karan Juneja for joining us. Viewers, we will continue to track that story here on Times Now. Do let us know what you also think.